Welcome back to our playthrough of Primordia. We've just gone to the Underworks and had found some parts. We found out a lot about our past and regarding Urbania, something other. So we're going to save right now. Call this our 7th save. Now we have this extra fan belt, and we have this motor that belongs to this robot over here, but the copper wiring is stripped out of it, so I'm not sure if it's useful. Let's see if they want it back. I don't want to give it to her unfinished. Let's see what she says.
I could give it to him this way, but maybe I should try.
Yep, okay, I agree with you. We should fix that first. What can we do with the fan belt? I was hoping that I could trade some copper wiring to that one robot for maybe a fan belt, or even some other parts.
I have nothing to say.
Nothing more to say to him. What do you think, Crispin?
There's gotta be someone in this city who can judge Oswald and Cornelius's case.
We just did that.
I'm not...
We already judged their case. Mission accomplished, buddy. Mission accomplished.
Anyone home?
Big robot.
Would it not have been better to have destroyed ourselves gloriously in battle, rather than perpetuate this false existence?
What do you...
Yes. The answer is yes.
Boss, I think someone left the smart off that smart bomb. I wouldn't expect much conversation.
I haven't seen this folk before, so let's check him out.
I wouldn't expect much conversation out of him. Now that's what I call a floating bomb, boss.
That's a little bit creepy. Leopold's not terribly helpful. There's a track up here, but I don't know what I could do with that track. Need copper wiring. Now, they said Primer had a fair amount of information.
Hi, Rex. Rex? I don't have anything to say.
Maybe we can talk to this guy with our signal transmitter.
We can't afford to waste time on every random robot we meet him.
Well, apparently the other dude was a random robot.
Boss, I'm usually the last, but it seems a little crazy to risk sending radio signals to a...
Fair enough. Alright, I don't think I have... I would need to make a face mask, and I'm not sure if I can make a face...
How would that even work?
I don't know. I'm trying. He encrypted part of his memory, so let's go talk to the dude down there. He might actually have more information useful for us. I don't want to have to kind of sit over there and play around looking for the damn number. It might be a prime number, it might not be. So let's use this decryption module on what's-his-face. It's doing something.
An impressive device, if you can't think for yourself. As for this robot, I need no such help.
No need to show it to him again.
How do we use it on him, though?
That's never going to work.
Really? I thought he has
Futile.
encryption.
You're 187's brother.
Line up the toy soldiers, 200 abreast. The bravest of brave, the best of the best. Wind up the toy soldiers to march on their way. The city has found no reason to stay. 200 abreast, my sisters and brothers. Now only 3 left. Forget all the others.
I guess that's a yes.
50 behind me, he came off the line. The gunner's no funner for being a brother of mine.
Goodbye.
Farewell, farewell, linger not for my sake. Your mission is calling. The city awaits.
I have nothing to...
What do you think, Crispin?
There's gotta be someone or something that can help us figure out how to get 187th out of his find.
I need more help regarding the bridge. It might be a prime number. I'll go back. I just don't want to sit here and wait for each number to go through. I might fast forward.
I can't possibly...
So where do we leave off? 107?
Here we go again.
Oh, there we go. 137. We didn't have to go through our whole list. We'll see how long that took. Ooh, lots of glowy things.
Are these heads?
Did you hear something? Boss, do you see those things? I've got a bad feeling.
They want our
about this,
brains!
boss.
Run!
Crispin, on the count of 3. 1.
Good work, Crispin? Where the hell is those ninja stars coming from?
I am Clarity Arbiter built. Version 2. Law Clerk to Arbiter, Judge of Metropole. This is my home. Now, if you will excuse me a moment.
Awesome.
That's barbaric.
Civilization is defined by law, and this is lawful. As enemies of the city, they forfeited their components. I have merely exercised my right of plunder.
That sounds familiar.
Whether it's legal or not, it's grotesque.
You have a strange way of saying thank you.
Thank you. I'm Horatio Nobuild, version 5.
And I'm Crispin Horatio built, version 1.
Welcome, Horatio. Crispin, what brings you to the Underworks?
I imagine those are discarded robots. I'll ask about that later. Law clerk, what are you doing down here? Oh, yeah,
You said you were a law clerk. What does that mean?
My sister Charity and I were built to advise Arbiter Manbuilt, who administers Metropole's court. Charity sees everything through the lens of mercy. For me, the law is clear, a matter of ones and zeros, unclouded by preference or sentiment.
Law without mercy, huh? How does that even work?
Perfectly. It is the opposite approach that fails. Mercy is malware. Once infected with it, justice becomes slow and unpredictable. In time, the system itself must be discarded. Only my vigilance protected Arbiter from this taint, but he has been without me for a long time.
What were those things?
They are shells. Robots who traded their processors and memory to Metromind in exchange for energy and repairs. Now mindless, they still scavenge parts to trade with her.
But those were the last of them, right?
Hardly. Metromind now has more efficient ways to accumulate processor power, but she left hundreds of shells in the Underworks.
Is there any way to
Robot
save them?
zombies!
That question is irrelevant. They lived profligate lives, and when they had squandered their resources, chose to become thieves and destroyers. Punishment, not clemency, is what justice requires.
Why are you taking their heads?
Why are you taking their heads?
I am giving fair warning.
2 other shells?
No, they lack the capacity for fear. The heads are for a robot named Scraper Sternweiler built.
You really think a bunch of rusty boxes will scare him off?
No, I do not want to scare him. I want to warn him. When he ignores that warning, I can destroy him lawfully and without guilt.
Okay.
Boss, she's kind of exciting my electrons.
Nah, I get you. I get you, buddy.
Did you say Arbiter man-built? As in, built by man himself?
Yes.
Does man still walk here? In Metropole?
No.
But man was here in the past.
Certainly
What I
hope
know
not.
is
This city is
entirely
not
hearsay.
quite,
I was built after the
good.
Urbanians murdered them during the war.
Impossible.
That is what Arbiter told me, and it was told to him by Metromind. Beyond that, I cannot say. The public records regarding humans were deleted by council decree.
Did Arbiter tell you anything else about man?
Only that he missed their legal arguments. Quite amusing, if often illogical.
Legal arguments?
Yes, to play a symbolic role in their justice system, humans argued cases before Arbiter.
Symbolic. Play a role. Man is the all-builder, our lord and master.
It is possible that the man you worship is not the humans in my records. All I know is hearsay. Do not rush to judgment.
Why aren't you with Arbiter?
Arbiter sent me away. I don't know why. The evidence suggests he viewed my sister Charity's advice as superior.
What do you mean?
When Metromind began taking over the council, Charity and I disagreed as to how Arbiter should respond. I informed Arbiter that the Metropolitan Constitution permitted him to dissolve the council and govern by decree. Charity felt that this would inevitably lead to civil war and suffering. As ever, she preached moderation. We argued. Arbiter told me to leave. This was the only place I could go.
Why? There's an entire city up there.
Every building in Metropole is owned by either the council or a private citizen. If I went to the council, it would embarrass Arbiter. If I went to a private citizen, my impartiality would be questioned when I returned to the court one day. Here, I owe nothing to anyone.
But you have to fight off crazy robots all the time.
Actually, I enjoy that. It's a pleasant break from legal research and writing.
I like this. Clarissa? Claret? I've already forgotten her name. I'll check it in my datapad. I have a bad memory.
There's a robot named 187th Legion built waiting at the courthouse. He says he has to pay a fine for damaging city property. Is there any way to cancel the fine or pay it without standing in line?
I do not provide assistance to robots who attacked this city, nor do I help criminals avoid paying their debts.
I'd like to report a theft. My power core was stolen by a big robot.
Big claws, shoots lasers, talks like this.
He came aboard the crashed ship I was living in, attacked me, and stole the core.
Took it.
Excuse me?
Whether the taking was a theft is a legal determination. Please do not characterize the evidence.
It was my power core. He shot me, and he stole it.
I know the robot you describe. His name is Scraper Sternweiler-built, and he is the servant of
Sternweiler?
Metromind Man-built, a member of the council that governs this city. I have no fondness for Metromind, but I must be impartial in considering your claim. Tell me, did Scraper say anything before he took your power core?
Before he stole my power core, he said something like, enemy, forfeit, plunder.
I see.
What, are those words override commands to turn off law and order?
They are legal concepts, Horatio. If Scraper's characterization is correct, then he did not steal your power core. He took lawful possession of it.
He shot me, and he stole it.
Calm down, boss.
Oh, but we're part with the Urbanians.
This occurred inside the city.
No, in the dunes.
I see. In a crashed airship.
Yes, I said that already.
I appreciate your report, Horatio Nullbuilt. You have presented a credible claim that Scraper Sternweiler-built, no doubt acting at Metromind's direction, took your power core. Beyond that, however, there is not even probable cause to arrest, let alone evidence to convict Scraper. First, the dunes are outside the ordinary jurisdiction of metropolitan law.
Yeah.
Second, a crashed ship in the dunes is likely a relic of the War of the Four Cities.
Okay.
If so, your
Four
ship was
cities.
forfeit enemy property, legally subject to plunder by the council. Scraper, acting as an agent of a council member, would be within his rights to seize it. Nevertheless, I would advise you to bring your case before Arbiter for further examination.
How can I
How
see
can
the
I
Arbiter?
see Arbiter?
Anyone can petition him. Cases are considered in the order they are brought to court. But
What?
I met a scavenger who told me that the courthouse was sealed and that Arbiter was no longer hearing cases. But that cannot be true. The Metropolitan Constitution requires him to resolve all cases and controversies. He would not fail in that duty.
Sounds like he already has.
Nonsense. Not even Charity could persuade him to abandon his obligations. Still, I did not detect any falsehood, evasion, or omission in the scavenger's statement. So perhaps the courthouse has been locked for some other reason. If so, it may be that Arbiter is trying to contact me, but cannot. Maybe he is already calling me home.
Get up there and kick some
Horatio, I have a request
ass.
of you. You are under no obligation to perform it, and I will be under no obligation to you, even if you do.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
I don't even know what you're asking me to do.
Talk to Arbiter.
All
Ask
right.
him if I can return. Tell him that I await his summons.
That's it? Believe me, we've had to do a lot worse than that. Like this one time we chased this crazy partial named Gamma.
Of course we'll help. But how do we even get into the courthouse?
This will get you inside.
Excellent,
Thanks.
excellent.
I must thank you, Horatio.
Clarity, you saved our lives.
Clarity.
Compared to that, running an errand is nothing.
The law obligated me to save you, Horatio. I would have done the same for Metromind. But I am glad it was you that I saved. I wish you justice.
Somebody's gonna be our partner in crime in the near future. Gonna get some street justice. Okay, I think we're done here. Gotta watch out for the zombie robots. What did you give us? Key card. Awesome. So let's head back. This way. That's where I meant to go. Why am I acting so weirdly, like power walking, strangely? Alright. So we talked to Primer. Let's head up this ladder. Let's head this way. I'm gonna save it. Some of these episodes are getting pretty long, so 8th save. I'll check the time. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any comments about the video or what you may want to see on the channel in the future, please leave us a comment below. And if you would like to see more of our future videos, feel free to subscribe.